J360 Radio.
Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Yes, it is that special time of the week. How's it going, J360 Legion? Welcome to Mini Bites 2020. I'm just kidding. It's Mini Bites 220. But you know what, though? If I was doing this series that long, hey, I finally achieved immortality. I'm a Highlander, didn't even know it. But other than that, though, it's good to be here tonight, y'all. I mean, I know I was supposed to be here on Tuesday, but we're running with the alternative schedule this week because I've been working on J360 TV, as you know, and not to mention getting everything back in balance with that, in addition to J360 Radio's many successes. So it's been not necessarily a challenge, it's just pretty much it's not even the digital stuff, it's just all the physical stuff that I need to do. Like, I'm cleaning out the set and everything, so, you know, go ahead and do some filming, get some stuff together. So, like, you know, as you know, like, when it comes to building a set, that takes some time, and making sure that you got everything exactly what you need, and everything ready to go. So, you know, without a hitch. But I'm loving it. I'm enjoying, like, the status of things, and I'm seeing, like, just how far we can go with this, and then not to mention, like, certain shows that we're bringing on. A lot of y'all know about Project Conference. A lot of y'all know about, you know, Jams TV, of course. And then there is two certain shows that you don't know about unless you've been a J360 fan for quite some time. And I would love to tell you about them, but nope, you're just going to have to wait. It'll pop up right in front of you, don't you worry. And you'll be like, damn, this was worth it. So, indeed. And then not to mention, like, what you got coming on J360 Radio, as always. It's not Jams Week this week. Nope. As a matter of fact, we are just getting things prepared for J360 Jams 97, if you will. Submissions are open, so anybody who's out there, if you like making music, or you're a musician, or, well, you know, there are some people who are enthusiasts. But any of you out there that make music and would like some airtime or showcase it, you know, send me an email at j360jams@gmail.com and email 2 tracks via a Drive folder or a Cloud folder or WeTransfer, however you send your files, because I need MP3s or waves along with a link that you would like to see grow. That's how I can help you with J360 Jams. And they always need to be in at least the Thursday before a Jams premiere at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern for consideration. You know, because, I mean, like, there's a lot of great artists out here. And see, the thing is, with the way, like, all this other crazy crap's going on and mainstream media being the decaying husk it is, we got to stick together a lot more than you think. Like, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, you know, even some of the stuff that's going on at, like, with some of the Comic Cons and all, like, you can tell that some of them are just kind of burning out their fuels and all, even though they have high attendance. But still, it's like, one way or another, we are the new icons, y'all. Like, I always say that we need to come forward, we need to make things happen. Not only do we all need to actually work for that common goal, but, you know, support comes into play, and also teaming up with each other. You kind of need to. And see, the thing I love about Jams is that as an event, and as, like, all of us are working together and everything, I'm hoping that it's actually doing what it's supposed to do, opening up music for everybody, because a lot of people live on their own island. A lot of people live on their own, like, limited viewpoints. I try to shatter viewpoints all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, the J-Man Show is a good example of that, because there are people who make gross overstatements, they make horrible takes, and then they got the nerve to run with them on, like, social media, presenting all sorts of misinformation and disarray everywhere they go. Which is why, like, sometimes, you know, shit posting is funny, but in the long term it can do a hell of a lot of damage instead of just actually telling the truth sometimes. See, the thing about it is, truth is made of facts, and facts are made of, you know, facts are not fiction, facts are facts. Opinions, on the other hand, you know, they're pretty much opinions. They're made to soften the blow, or there is no blow, and all that kind of stuff. And these are more of things I cover on the J-Man Show a lot, but I gotta point that out there because I've heard people say nobody goes out anymore. I know that can be debunked. I can look out my window and know that can be debunked. You know why? Because of the damn traffic around here in Delaware. People are going out more than you think. You know, anybody that says that, oh, they're not going out, they're not building tree forts and all that stuff, man, shit. There are people out here camping, going to the beach, rocking around at the bars. They're doing a little bit of everything. What it is that maybe you don't go out at the same time as certain other people do, or at the same time, you know, whatever the hell your loose narrative is on this whole stuff, it's not fact, you know? It's just weird to me how we get to this point. I just like, no, that's not the way it works. And then there's times where, you know, when I'm talking about the election and all that kind of stuff, you know, people break out in hives about it. They're like, oh no, I don't want to do politics. I avoid politics like the plague. Yeah, well, I better not see you in January next time and talking about how could all this have been prevented. Just get up and go vote, all right? You know, I'm not going to tell you what to do and stuff like that, but entirely, I'm going to say, like, you know, pay attention to what goes on in the country you live in. Because also, you're seeing those nuts coming out saying, like, oh, I'm going to go move back to Europe. I'm going to go over to, like, Africa. Like, Africa's a country, right? Like, it's not a collective of countries and a damn continent. It is like the United States, right? Stop right now. You know, it just gets me all the time when people do this. Every damn time they talk about, if somebody's going to win, I'm going to go ahead and leave the country. You desert your home for that? What the fuck? It's just weird, you know? I would say, like, with me, I actually like being an American. I love the culture that I have here, in addition to going out and seeing the cultures that came before America and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'll be honest with you, you fight for the idealism of, you know, the country of immigrants and stuff like, even though people will take liberties with liberty and then they'll always change things around to best fit them. I totally get that. But, you know, that's when at the same time you really need to understand, like, how this works, how things go on, make life livable. I mean, I get it that it's hard. I get that, like, you know, inflation's everywhere. But still, you can make this life livable. That's at least what I'm doing. You know, I just one of the things I got to point out, because I love breaking stupid overstatements and fallacies like that. I really do. Another thing, the Xbox 360 Marketplace closed, and to be honest with you, you know, I loved it for its time, but it was going to go that way anyway. And the thing is, though, once you realize it, that the Xbox One store has pretty good deals and stuff, and if there were certain games that you were able to buy the physical copy of, I mean, or digital, I mean, it's like, at the end of the day, you still have choices, but it's just a sign of the times that we have to move on from it. Now, as I say that, I'm leaving that towards, like, somebody else I know to go ahead and cover everything, because he got notes. I'm like, what the hell were you writing notes for? And, well, it turns out that he likes breaking statements down and everything. By the way, Alan, you should be happy. Shout outs to you. Oh, come on. I don't always roast him. You know what I'm saying? He's got good takes on this. He's not pretty bad at coverage of certain things. But as for me, though, I'm happy to move on from it, because I pretty much bought some cool stuff from the 360 store. So I'm ready to, like, you know, close the book on it and stuff. But I'm still going to use it for the show, one of the shows that we have for J360 TV. In addition to, like, the Xbox One store is still pretty good. The PlayStation 3 store, now that one is still questionable. So we'll have to see exactly what's the future for that. In addition to, like, yeah, the PlayStation 3 store still works with the Vita now that I think about it. I always wanted a Vita. Keep in mind when I say, Anyway, but yeah, all in all, RIP Xbox 360 Marketplace. Now, I've already told you guys about Jams 97. Now, here's what we're going to do to fill in the void. I haven't done a Saturday special for you guys. I think it's time, with all the crazy shit that's going on in the world, that you all get another Breakfast with J-Man episode. So, yes, you're going to get a double special of J-Man episodes. So you'll get the J-Man Show 342 tomorrow, and then you'll get the J-Man Show 343 on Saturday at 10. So it's a double special, and then like the best part about double special is I get to cover things a lot more in depth, and we'll all have a good conversation, and doing a Saturday special it just feels right. You know what I mean, for this week and all. And that being said, though, like whatever sort of subject matter I have to deal with it, butts will be hurt. I mean, I'm not upset about it because hell, I'm the one that built it, so that's just how that goes. But I still get to host like all these great series, and then like you guys can talk to me about anything. And then hey, later on, like that hotline number, you guys can use that to tell me about certain things that are on your mind, or tell the audience about things that are on your mind. I suggest keeping it clean, but you know what I'm saying. At best, we are pretty much. I mean, hell, we pretty much are HBO these days. I don't see why I said keep it clean, but you know what I mean. Not too raw, damn it. Another thing, for those of you that have been out there telling me about the Phillies and their slump, yes, I know, okay? Now, I'm not emotionally scarred to the point where it was like the Eagles season, but I'm sitting here thinking, we need to go ahead and work on this. We are right there, damn it. Like, whatever the kink is or whatever is really falling apart, get the bullpen together. Something needs to be taken care of. So we're going to have to see what happens. And it's not like the boys haven't played hard. I mean, like, there were moments where they were getting injured left and right and everything. And you got to realize how long baseball season is. But I just hate the New York Yankees, man. I really dislike them. Like, I'll give respect to the Orioles. But when it comes to the Yankees, let's keep it clean. I feel about them the same way I feel about the Mets, That's just life. And the Braves. And the Houston Astros. No offense to my friends in Houston. Just letting you know how it is when it comes to these things. But, yeah. It's just been very interesting these few days. And I know that we're kind of doing a little bit of the headline news format right now. But, yeah, it's just tying up some loose ends. Like, right now, just working on J360 TV's productions and all. Paying attention to the news feeds. Diving in on a few things that, like, are of interest to me. I wish I could have made it to Comic-Con this year and all, but I remember my plan getting to San Diego, and that's still real, by the way, but it's like, yeah, just not in the cards right now. And not only that, I'm having pretty much, I'm having a lot of fun here on the Eastern Seaboard again, you know what I mean? You ever had that moment where you, like, fall in love with your home and stuff like that again, like where you are? And not only that, but a lot of uncertainties out there, so when it's time to make that jump, it'll come. But right now, it's like, now let's make the best of what we got right now. So, and can go around and hang out in New York and Philadelphia for a while and stuff, unless I'm busy and have to go south. But it's one of those kind of things, and I've been on a lot of assignments this year, and I'm loving every damn bit of it. But yeah, progression and growth. By the way, like I said, 97, going back to Jams right now, Jams 97 is open for submissions, but those submissions will close on August 8th at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. So make sure you get them in from now till that time for consideration, all right? Because I want to get a lot of y'all on there. I want to meet a lot of artists in addition to, like, the artists that I know. We come together. We make an awesome show. This is what it's all about. And like I said, if you don't get the opportunity for 97, 98 will be around in 2 weeks. So there's always an opportunity up here on Jams. All right? And then, of course, there is our big event that's going to be happening on the last week of September all the way to the first week of November. And it is called the J360 Monster Fest 2024. Lots of celebrations happening with it. We're bringing out all of our ghoulish delights. There's going to be a lot of horror going on. Ah, man, you guys are going to be in for a thrill this year. Just letting you know. But it's time for me to get out of here. I've said enough and addressed a few loose ends. The J-Man Show is coming on tomorrow at 10, so come back for a lot more in-depth talk then. This is J-Man signing off. Peace.